Okay, so the Hodgetwins. We're going to do the Hodgetwins. Hodgetwins are very popular on Facebook, but they don't get a lot of responses on Facebook. If you don't know who they are, they're like the guy version of Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk's pretty famous. You know who Diamond and Silk are?
No, it sounds like a detective duo.
They're very large ladies. They do a lot of Tyler Perry-esque humor.
Okay.
They broke the internet a couple of times by sitting on it.
Nice. They're that big? Damn.
But they're like that, but the thing is they're very popular. They get a lot of hits, and the reason is because they do Evel Knievel worthy sex acts while they're telling it like it ain't. So, for instance, I saw a Hodgetwins video one time where do you know what a spinning birther is?
No.
Okay, have you ever had a woman like fuck you cowgirl style and then like turn and do reverse cowgirl while your dick is still in her?
No.
Okay. Well.
I don't think my wiener is large enough to pull that off.
Okay. Well, what they did is one Hodgetwin sat on another Hodgetwin.
So these fellas are at least half.
Well, the smaller one was on top.
At least half big dong.
And he like turned, but he kept turning, and while demanding to see Obama's birth certificate.
Yo, that's kind of a funny bit.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They're talented people.
Hold on, I gotta get to the keyboard.
Okay.
So we put it like right here and see if it can get us.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Like that.
That'll work. Alright, cool. Alright.
Yeah, that should work just fine.
Dope. Alright, so here's the Hodgetwins lying about Breonna Taylor and LeBron.
LeBron James. Didn't Laura Ingram tell you to shut up and dribble? Man, won't you listen to Miss Ingram? She giving you good advice.
Laura Ingram is a famous racist on
Facebook, right? She got
on
popular.
Fox News.
But didn't she get popular like doing her own show, like clip things on Facebook?
Because like Talk Soup?
No, I think it was just kind of like a blog, like her just telling her opinions. I think she got popular from doing what she does now, just not with a Fox News logo under it. She was just making those videos. But she's a rather attractive blonde girl, and she says pretty wild shit sometimes.
She's an older lady. So the Hodgetwins want LeBron James to do as Miss Ingram says. But okay, I'm ready to go.
1776.
It's on that woke shit again. Check out this stupid video.
Innocent woman being killed, and by the name of Breonna Taylor, a woman who had a bright future, and her life was taken away from her. And there's been no arrest, there's been no justice, not only for her but for her family. And we want to continue to shed light on that situation because it's just unjust.
LeBron, take it!
I started laughing halfway through that, just thinking about playing like a very, like, he doesn't seem like he's trying to, like, what LeBron was saying seemed very humble and genuine, and just thinking about using that to do some shock jock shit.
I can't believe he just said that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he wasn't saying anything outlandish by any reason. It was just kind of, kind of a sentiment. He didn't say like fuck the government or anything like that, but they just turned that shit instantly into some, man, fuck you, shut up and dribble.
That's what I say to babies.
Gosh, I feel like these are the kinds of guys that you can do a still, like, pause it at any point and they just look like assholes no matter what.
Well, that's usually because one has his fist and the other one's
LeBron,
asshole.
take that damn hat off your head, man. That is ridiculous.
All right, the hat.
Why are you trying to mock?
The hat says "Make America," and then it
crosses out great again
and says "Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor." And what I would say, far superior font than the "Make America."
Oh yeah. It's a little. It's very.
It's like very, punk rock, maybe a little urban.
Yeah, a little spray paint.
That's what I was getting.
Yeah.
I was
And it's a reasonable thing.
It's kind of dope. It's better than a Make America Skate Again hat. All right.
Trump supporters, man. Why are you even making this political? You want to shed some light on the Breonna case? What's up with that dumbass hat you got on? Won't you wear a hat that says "Make the NBA Great Again"? Cause you suck. Yeah.
Does LeBron James suck? I haven't watched basketball since Michael Jordan started. I guess he went to Washington. I read somewhere he went to. I don't know basketball. He went to Washington, and now he practices wizardry or something.
He played for the Wizards, and then he played minor league baseball for a short stint.
Then he played Hitler in that
and
Hanes
then he
ad.
got that movie, that docuseries that just fluffs his asshole. But no, LeBron James has like the most NBA Finals appearances, the most NBA Finals like wins in both games and rings. Like the man, he's
think maybe
pretty
there's
good.
a little jealous. Maybe they failed at football, and so because
maybe where are these guys from?
I don't know, but they do very athletic sexual acts. One time,
guys
check
were
this out.
definitely in a frat if they went.
One
to
time
college.
there was a video. One time there was a video that they were doing. I can't even remember what the subject was, but that Hodge twin stuffed his balls into that Hodge twin's butthole, and that Hodge twin, I guess he does those Kegels with his sphincter. And every time he squeezed his butthole, sperm would shoot out like a fucking squirt gun.
Of this guy's?
Yeah.
Of the other ones? Or he was ejaculating from homeboy's ween, activating his prostate.
Well, he was on top of him, and his balls were inside the asshole. And then the guy with the balls inside of his asshole would squeeze the asshole, and then that would cause the sperm to shoot out. And then Ben Shapiro was a guest on the show, and he kept hopping up and catching the sperm in his mouth.
Word.
Like a dolphin. He kept going, you guys. Like
Check
that.
this out.
Check this out, you guys.
It's like cheese puffs. Oh, was that where they had like Joe Rogan playing in the background and like just some lady using a nail gun?
I don't know. That was the one.
And saying, staple me, daddy, staple me.
Well, there was Barry Weiss, who was a New York Times columnist, who's friends with Joe Rogan. They came on there together one time. Do you know what a Frasier is?
A Frasier?
A Frasier is when you lick a girl's asshole and then fist fuck her.
Okay.
And then when she comes, you yell, toss salad and scrambled eggs.
And then she goes, damn it, Niall. You know what? I heard these guys are big on Minnesota mud flaps. You know what that is?
No, what's that?
That's when you get a lady with a rather voluptuous ass. I'm guessing they're going pog, based on these guys. Maybe they're gonna do some self-hatred, and you get her to poop, but as she's pushing out turds, make her shake her ass, and they just kind of dollop out. That's a Minnesota mud flap.
All right, they have a point to make, I think.
You LeBron, you damn fool. It's so funny.
Oh, by the way, this is political, by the way. There's a thing called...
they're making fun of his hat, but all their shit
But Breonna Taylor
rapping.
is political because there's a thing called consent decrees that Donald Trump got rid of, and that means that the Justice Department can't investigate police murders, etc., corruption, all that stuff.
Like internal affairs can't?
The Justice Department can't.
What is the difference between the Justice Department and like the police?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think what it means is the local police investigate their own.
And that's,
rather than the federal government investigating them.
They probably like localize internal. It's so funny thinking about like detective shows where like the internal affairs guys are always just fucking huge assholes, and like all the detectives hate them, but they're literally just there to make sure they don't kill innocent people.
You should see a movie called
like,
Internal Affairs. It's fucking really good.
Oh, word, dude. Do you know what an eternal affair? I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of sex in
forgot
it.
that the NBA games is going. We didn't even know y'all was in the finals until I saw this stupid ass hat. Thanks for reminding us not to watch you. I don't think they're in the finals. They just started playing.
They are, in fact, in the finals. I think the first game is on Tuesday, which, if you're watching this, it's probably been played already.
There will be South Park characters in the stands.
That was at the Broncos game. I don't think they're going to do that for games between Los Angeles and Miami.
If it's not the Harlem Globetrotters, I don't know anything about them. But That team,
Did you
the
see
Harlem
that, though?
Globetrotters could have gone all the way, but they don't take the game seriously,
Well,
man.
it's like wrestling, man. It's all.
They're always playing around. They're always fooling around.
I always felt bad for. It was like the Generals were the guys that they played against, right?
Yeah, the Washington generally whites.
I always felt bad for them, just to be like, what do you do? I play basketball for a living, but I always lose.
I lose professionally.
But I have to be of equal skill set of all the winners. So it's pretty shitty.
The ref looks the other way while I go, how's he allowed to do that?
My uniform fucking blows. Theirs is tits, dude. But ours is just green and yellow, which is fucking retarded.
I complained to the ref that the other guy fucking does a 3-point shot with a headbutt. But anyways, all right.
Fucking Airbud, dude. You know how many they had that lab? Well, I mean, it was different dogs, I'm sure, each movie, but like we play like 9 different sports. They had like so many. It's like a volleyball one. Like, oh god.
Yeah, I haven't watched the NBA since Airbud.
Oh, sorry. I let my cat out. Is that a problem?
That's cool.
No, that's noodle.
You're allergic.
That's
No,
noodle.
I'm fine.
else. But that's service evidence. We're not watching you guys. Yeah, used to be big fan.
Not watching the
Used to be
news
big
either.
fans. Big fans. But I say, you know what? This guy's an idiot. I'm not supporting this garbage. I don't think he's an idiot, man. I got the feeling, man, that he's got a gun to his head. It's like someone's making him say this.
Do they think that them watching will pay LeBron James less or more?
What?
Like, they said they're not going to support him and shit. Like, do they think that... I don't know. You know how many people would have to commit to
Boycotting the
to
NBA?
boycotting the NBA? The NFL is a little likely. The NHL, very likely, if you think about the fanhood, the fanship, and the players. You know? It's like if golf players started making statements, that would, you know.
Boycotting sports isn't a thing.
Yeah, it was really silly. The closest we came to it was having a pandemic, and we found a way to work it around that. I swear, though, the refs must be having the time of their lives, not having to deal with a fucking live crowd. I would love that. I'd be like, dude, this is just like practice all the time.
Yeah.
You would think, but I don't know. But anyway, why is you bringing Trump's campaign slogan into this? I mean, it's like you're blaming President Trump. Did you blame Obama when Trayvon Martin lost his life, or Mike Brown?
Trayvon Martin wasn't killed by a cop.
Yeah, he was killed by a Mexican guy with a Jew name.
by a fucking by a mentally handicapped version of Seth Rogen in Observe and Report. By Travis Bickle without
That's
the
a
charisma.
good movie.
That's a great movie. But
I hated when people shit on that movie. It's just like, it's clearly just a movie about a guy with mental illness. Like, just a super dark comedy.
and again, the consent decree thing, as I said before.
Yeah.
But okay.
And
yeah,
you
we
know,
would get mad at Obama
like,
if this happened.
Everybody blamed Obama for everything.
Yeah, exactly. You guys were busy yelling at him about a beige suit
And a birth certificate.
with a dick in your butt.
Because it don't make no damn sense. Because it's stupid. But now it makes sense because the current president is wise. What, man? He's at fault for this. Y'all act like, won't you shed some light on it, like what happened? Yeah. So, but you act like, you give everybody the impression that Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend was just sitting in the house minding their own business.
They were literally doing that. They were literally lying in bed, minding their own business.
Wasn't she on the
TV.
couch or some shit?
No, they were lying in bed. They were watching TV. They went to sleep. And then there was a huge fucking knock on the door. And her ex-boyfriend, who she had blocked on her cell phone, was a criminal, obviously, because he was a warrant for his arrest.
Right.
And she came out into the hallway, but that boyfriend, her new boyfriend, had brought a gun with him, a legally owned gun, assuming that was the boyfriend banging on the door.
Or just anything.
He kept yelling, "Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?" The door kicked in. He fired a warning shot, hit a guy in the leg, and then boom, they just sprayed the place with bullets, like fucking Fred Hampton style, till everybody was fucking dead. Here's the thing, though, but they should teach a class called "How to Make Racists Comfortable."
And just let them be around each other. Dude, I wonder, like, how different these guys would be if they just would have won state back in 2004. You know what I mean? Like, it was right there, and it just slipped away from their hands, and they're...
And now they gotta fucking lie.
Like, they seem like the guys that, like, would get their old jerseys from last year and cut them off right here for practice and just wear, like, boy things.
Like Bruce Jenner back in the day.
and
But
they
they now they gotta do crazy weird shit. Like, well, I'll get to that later, but...
What does his hat even say? It says something...
Make America late again?
No, it's like, I see socialism, I think.
Socialism is the best medicine?
And then I see like a CING. It looks like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe it says socialism fucking rules.
Socialism fucking rocks.
It can be a cheap ass.
Pops and watching Family Guy. Yeah, Family Guy. Eating cornbread and
They kind of sound a little bit like Cleveland. Like if Cleveland talked, but they kind of sound like Cleveland if he talked like,
I thought he talked like this.
Well, he always says like America, and like he does
America.
like
He does a
like they
Medea
do.
thing, like
Yeah.
hallelujah.
Yeah, kind of. It's a little less, but like it's like if Cleveland talked faster, that's what these guys sound like. Which is weird. How many twins have the same voice as their twin? Like,
I don't
the
know.
Olsen twins, I feel like, had the same voice. I can't think of any other famous twins.
I don't know their first names, so I like to call that one Mary Kate and that one Ashley. Yeah.
I'm a millennial, so I go Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That's Zach, and that's a classic Cody. They have no idea who we're talking about.
They have no idea we're talking
meatloaf
about
and
them.
a white man just busted in the house and started shooting everybody. Yeah, it didn't happen like
No,
that.
they
You had
fired
Trump
from outside
sign
the
warrant.
house. They didn't even go inside and talk to anybody. They just started firing into the house.
And they were white police officers.
Yes, they were. Plainclothes police
A
officers
little different.
who did not announce themselves as police officers.
They were plain clothes? They
Yes.
weren't in uniform? Oh, what?
There was all kinds of things. There
I
was a
didn't-
$12 million lawsuit because there wasn't even. They issued a no-knock warrant when they weren't even allowed to issue a no-knock warrant.
Yeah.
So they just changed it at the last minute to a knock warrant, but they didn't say that they were the cops. They just knocked.
Dude, the fact that they
Pounded.
weren't in uniform totally makes him fucking shooting the door. Like, even if somebody said they were the cops and there were, like, multiple people with, like, flashlights and shit,
Yeah.
like, dude, that's fucking sketchy. That's weird. None of them were in uniform.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just like, God, how many cargo shorts were on that guy's front porch? Jesus. Just like a lot of Crocs.
Yeah, Trump
Lot of
didn't sign the
stories.
warrant. Yeah, the Trump get the warrant. What? Black people live there. Go get them. That's the impression you're giving people. Yeah. No, when you get a warrant, the cops take it to a judge. They have to prove to the judge that there's evidence that there's criminal activity
didn't have any
going on
evidence.
at this residence. And it's even harder
That's
to
why
get
there was a $12 million lawsuit, because the fucking judge fucked up. And the only evidence they had was at one point he received mail at that house.
The ex-boyfriend.
The ex-boyfriend, yeah.
And so the whole time this was them looking for the ex-boyfriend.
Oh, but no, they had him, by the way, when they raided the house. They got him that night.
I've heard something about a dead body in a trunk too, but I feel like that could all be hearsay. Like, I don't know. Apparently, like, Brianna was an EMT and she got fired because they found a dead body.
I don't know. Jordan
Peterson.
Peterson came on their show one time and pretended to be a dead body.
Jordan Peterson would, dude, I want Ben Shapiro to.
Whatever you say, guys, because you're all for
I want Ben Shapiro to hang out with these guys. That would be
God,
really
the
funny.
discomfort level would be.
That would be great. Benny Shep.
No-knock warrant, you got to have substantial amount of evidence to get a no-knock warrant. So
Ideally.
the cops had a reason to be there. You said you want to shed light on the Brianna case. Shed some light. Yeah. Tell everybody Brianna's name was on the warrant. Her boyfriend's name was on the warrant.
Her boyfriend's name wasn't on the
address
warrant.
is on the warrant.
Her boyfriend, though, like the ex-boyfriend. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
they're
And
saying.
that's probably how they.
Yeah.
but the boyfriend that was living there. So they were both just complete victims of circumstance.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Won't you shed some light and tell everybody that Breonna Taylor's boyfriend shot through a closed door? What do you think the cops gonna do? Hey, cops out here. Hey, stop shooting. You gonna hurt somebody.
Okay,
no,
this
they
is
gonna
important.
return fire. Yeah.
Because in another video,
I mean,
they were talking about the Second Amendment. They're big. They got big boners for the Second Amendment and each other. And
So
they
if
had
it was legal, motherfuckers were on their property.
yeah.
People like
dude,
them are itching to shoot.
yeah, I thought that was all about like somebody breaks into your house, and they were saying that's okay in that particular episode. But then like this Hodge twin stuffed his hand into this Hodge twin's asshole, right, and was digging around because I guess he's like, "Where's my Trumpy bear? Do you know what Trumpy bear is?"
No, it's a Trumpy bear.
It's a teddy bear that looks like Donald Trump.
Okay.
He's like, "Where's my Trumpy bear?" And then like he pulled out, and then it was like he struck oil, and diarrhea just shot out of his fucking asshole. And then that Hodge twin started dancing like in Flashdance, like he's a maniac,
Yeah.
while fucking doo doo was
I
pouring
got you.
on him.
Was he wearing like the spandex and shit?
Yeah, he's like,
Fuck yeah.
just an uptown girl on a Saturday. And then the fucking Trumpy bear just flew out. And then he tried to catch it, but he fumbled because he failed at football.
does it like the Trumpy bear? Do you push it and it says like racial epithets? And like, it's just like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes Trump says some funny ass shit, dude. He can say some. I was watching this clip of him just being like, "Did you see the softballs they were lobbing Joe Biden? Jeez, it was ridiculous." Like,
You press the button. You press it. It's like
great.
Teddy Ruxpin. You press it. He goes. I don't rape ugly chicks.
I will say he does tap into some weird stream of conscious that, without context, is fucking hilarious.
Oh, the best is when he's reading stuff like on a teleprompter and like reacting to it because it's as if it's the first time he went, "Holy cow, that's crazy!"
Like, oh, yeah.
Dude, he'll read something and be like, well, "Dude, what? That's nuts."
Wow, did you guys know that?
Wow, but you didn't know that. I just knew that.
I just found that out.
I knew that
a long
the whole
time.
I just found out, but I knew it all along.
I knew it all along. I've always figured that, but I just figured it out for sure. I remember whenever he was running and everybody was happy whenever he finally did a speech that he was clearly just reading off a teleprompter, and they were like, he controlled himself, like he stuck to the script.
Oh God!
He
God! They went, "Wow, he's
shit like
presidential finally."
But
that's wishful thinking. Yeah, there's a lot of wishful thinking.
it
in
is
media.
weird. I don't think I've ever seen like smear campaigns until watching YouTube during this like election. I don't even know.
God.
I don't even know if he did that many against Hillary. But this is just like Joe Biden. He's gonna kill you. Like, Joe Biden, he fucks kids. And
You're gonna be slaves to
kills
China.
you.
Well, you know what? They have a social safety net in China.
Fuck, I'll be right back. Safety net.
They do. They have a social safety net in China. We don't even have that.
And they have a suicide safety net.
So we get like the tanks but no social security. Just a tank running you over, and you don't have medical care afterwards. 1776. All right, back to the Olsen twins. Oh,
It's unfortunate what happened to Breonna.
It's
Everybody on the
tragic.
left and the right can agree with that.
Yeah.
But you're trying to make it all about politics, all about our president.
Yeah, I think that's why this is so evil what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you look at
So
all the
evil,
black
LeBron.
kids in the inner city dying at the hands of other black people. There's no
Totally
mention of
separate
this.
issue.
But when something like this happened, you're exploiting a black woman's death to a white police officer. Why? Because she's black. If she's white, you wouldn't care.
you wouldn't car.
See, you wouldn't care.
Hallelujah.
They might be from North Carolina, maybe Alabama.
Well, I think that's a really
or do
popular
you think
thing.
they're
Like
playing it up?
I think they may be playing it up for the because like if you play like black people do, if you play like Hannibal Buress or like Dave Chappelle to like a Trump supporter, like that's gonna go over their head. But if you have like a couple guys like pooping in each other's buttholes while going hallelujah, they'll be like, I understand this.
Or just like two guys, and they're like, "Hey, catch, and he gets on his 4 legs and just shoots an apple out of his butthole. And then the other one's like, got you, bro. And he pulls out his archery and he summons Joe Rogan's spirit and shoots it right through the apple. And then it turns out that arrow is actually a dildo, and it pierces the apple and goes right back up that dude's ass. And now he has to shit the apple out again. And then they split the apple. Core and everything. Core and seeds. They just chop it down the middle.
I saw one episode where that Hodgetwin stuffed 20 tennis balls in that Hodgetwin's asshole, and he fired him out like a fucking tennis ball machine, and he was just like hitting them, and I was like, dude, you guys could just play tennis.
Yeah, see, that's when they start.
2 of them.
That's when they start playing lodge twins. Is when they start lodging stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
The Hodgetwins.
It's like. It's like the time they got the little mini American flags that don't say "Don't tread on me," the old ones, and they were just sticking them in their pee holes.
And then blowing a fan.
Yeah, and just blowing a fan, and they're just like, yeah, it's like the
whistling.
thing underneath the dress of Marilyn Monroe. You know what I'm talking about?
And whistling the national anthem.
No. Fuck, well, listen.
The camera, you see the flag, you hear that national anthem.
No, dude, they're whistling
back
Dixie.
and it's his cock.
They're whistling the fucking Dixie Comes Marching In, dude.
It's a Confederate flag sticking out of his urethra.
It's so weird. I fucking shopped at a grocery store called Winn-Dixie.
Oh, did you? We had a Piggly Wiggly in my neighborhood.
We had multiple Piggly Wigglies.
Oh, yeah, I
the
forgot.
Winn-Dixie closed down and became a food line. God, I'm a piece of garbage.
I think it's so evil what you're doing. I can't believe.
Also, President, Trump hasn't even said really anything about
Breonna Taylor?
Has he mentioned it really at all?
Probably not.
Probably. You know what I mean? Like, if police brutality...
I think he called her a 5.
I whenever this was all happening, I was just like, edgelord comic joke. What are you guys so worried about? Brianna's not even that hot.
Did you ever hear that David Spade joke?
No.
About, oh my God. What's his name? Who's that really offensive comic that's really good looking and stuff now?
Bob Saget? I'm just kidding.
You know.
Anthony Jeselnik?
Yeah. Anthony Jeselnik was talking to David Spade.
I don't even
and he
see
said,
it.
you
I don't
told
think
my
he's that
favorite joke.
handsome.
He's like, you told my favorite joke. It was about the beauty queen girl that got killed, Joan Benet Ramsey, and they played the clip, and it was David Spade goes, I saw a picture of Joan Benet Ramsey without makeup. She's not even that hot. Talented, yeah, but yeah.
Did she baton? Did she do a baton?
I don't know.
I think that was her thing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. I think we're almost done here.
I took acid. I'm just kidding.
People don't see this. You're exploiting a black woman's death for political gain. That's the most evil shit I've seen.
That's evil. That's pretty fucking evil, dude.
You're exploiting a black woman's death for fucking YouTube
For
views.
YouTube views.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, LeBron James isn't even making money off of those comments.
Yeah, I'm sure you got this shit monetized.
Exactly. How the fuck is he exploiting it? You guys are literally making money off of this.
Yeah, Braun's getting paid no matter what. And yeah, he is in the finals. But I'm still going for the Heat. The Lakers have too stacked of a lineup. It's just fucking ridiculous.
In my life, I think it's disgusting. You liberals are something else, man. If Breonna Taylor's boyfriend didn't shoot through a closed door, or if she had made, I hate to blame the person who died at this, but if she had made better decisions.
I love it when they
the
say
boyfriend
that.
made better
I hate to
decisions.
blame the
This all
person
could
who
have been-
died. But it's the person who died's fault.
Yeah, I want to hear him say that again. I want to hear him realizing what he's saying.
I hate to say.
I hate to blame this on the dead person, but I gotta. If she would have just not laid down.
Or something else, man. If Breonna Taylor's boyfriend didn't shoot through a closed door, or if she had made, I hate to blame the person who died at this, but if she had made better decisions, her boyfriend made better decisions. This all could have been
She
avoided
decided
if
to
her
go to
boyfriend
EMT
didn't
school.
shoot through a closed door. Yeah.
What does
Or
that
be
mean?
involved in selling drugs and criminal activity. That's why none of my friends sell.
She was not
None of
involved.
my friends know drugs.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
these guys totally do
You guys
drugs.
are clearly
these guys,
fucking narcs.
these guys buy fucking coke like by the fucking quarter ounce, dude.
No, dude,
I know guys like this.
They just purposefully, accidentally buy meth.
Yeah, and they snorted off
They're
each
just
other's
like,
cocks.
I thought it was coke.
Yeah, dude, I saw that one take amyl fucking nitrate and stick a fucking toy helicopter up his ass.
What's that? Is that?
That's when the poppers.
Poppers. Yeah.
Makes your butthole loose.
Yeah, it helps shit go up there, right?
Yeah. He stuck an umbrella up there and tried to fucking pull it. But it didn't go.
I wonder what kind of umbrella it was. Do you think it was a big one that had it
was a beach
It was
one.
like crimson and had what's the word, cursive A. It said Roll Tide on another one, and he's just like, get in there, you fucker. Or do you think it's one of the stupid British ones that goes and then goes out? You know what I'm talking about? What kind of umbrella do you think this guy's asshole embraced?
The beach.
Oh, the beach.
The beach umbrella.
Just straight in the sand.
Yeah, that's what the amyl nitrate was for.
And then the other brother, he was like, no, you're doing it all wrong. And he takes it and puts it stand in where it would go in the sand. And then he does a handstand to prove his dexterity and strength. And, catches a breeze and he goes sailing from his asshole. And
Holding on to a boat.
holding on to a
yacht.
Yeah.
One of those Trump
No,
yachts.
dude, no. It's just a tube. They're just floating down the river, dude. They're just drinking Milwaukee's best and fucking floating.
Drugs. I don't hang around drug people. You know why? Because bad stuff.
Did you say I don't hang around drug people?
I don't hang around drug people. Nobody says, anybody who doesn't, I don't, but I don't make it a point of I don't hang around drug people. I don't do drugs. I go, that's not my thing.
These do seem like guys that the drug that they think is the worst is weed.
He doesn't even, look at the look he's
Exactly.
looking at him while he's
I'm
saying
telling
that.
you, these guys,
yeah.
You can pause it at any time.
How many times
fucking
these guys
assholes.
do more drugs than the Road Warriors?
Do you think
he's
he looks like he hates them? He almost looks like he's almost like, why? I don't know if we should be doing this.
They don't look like them, but you know who we could get?
Mary Kate looks halfway out of it.
Yeah, do you know who we could get to do a parody?
Who?
Garrett and Logan.
Oh, Logan would be so.
Logan
down.
would be perfect for this.
Logan would get hard as fuck to do this. If not, Garrett, crab meat. He would definitely do
Crab
it
meat's
too.
not big though.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that is part of it.
But
But he could harness their energy so well. You know what I mean? He could harness
probably
the shit
could.
so well. All right.
Okay.
There's 30 seconds.
Yeah, Breonna
to
Taylor
them and
didn't
the
do drugs.
people around them. Yeah, it's inevitable. Something's bad's going to happen. If you want to shed some light, share those details, share those facts.
Sure.
Those cops had a reason to be there.
Yeah.
They didn't just burst through Breonna Taylor's house because they're black. That's a lie. Had nothing to do
Nobody
with
said that.
Yeah, and it had
Nobody said that. That was never
Nobody's-
said. Nobody's ever going, oh my God, they're just hunting down. No. There's a
not-
system. There's a system in place that allows people to get away with that shit, and that's the point.
Yeah, nobody has really brought up black really at all. It's just the injustice of it. I mean, you know what I mean? Nobody's being the cops killed a black woman at this point anymore. It's just a woman almost. And I think it's gotten bigger than that in a weird way. I don't know. This shit's weird.
That's just fucking weird that they'll defend Kyle Rittenhouse defending some other property in another fucking state, but somebody trying to protect his girlfriend from a crazed fucking criminal.
And it was her boyfriend though. God damn, that's wild. Neither of them had anything to do with that.
Also, one real thing, yeah, and
Also,
here's the other
selling
thing.
drugs doesn't mean you should die.
Oh yeah, actually yes, drugs shouldn't be illegal in the first place. That's always a given. But
I feel like they would believe that. They're probably like less government type people.
Dude, I don't
Well, I
think...
guess that's when you start edging on libertarian, is when you're like, make everything legal.
Yeah, most libertarians are fucking Trumpsters now. But here's the thing is, who knows if they believe that? Because Candace Owens doesn't believe the shit she says.
Yeah, who knows what they believe.
There's a
That's
fucking market
true.
for this. But you know what's so pathetic? What's the worst thing is when you see somebody on YouTube who's like a black kid. I saw some black kid on YouTube, like, doing this shit, and, like, he's got, like, 160 views. It's like, dude, you gotta fuck.
That sucks. You gotta market yourself.
Do you know who gets hired for this shit?
Because that shit sells.
We get hired for this shit.
That shit sells.
If we if we hit 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, I would not be fucking surprised if you got a contact from some management. Goes, hey, I'm a manager. You think maybe you can maybe shift your political opinions? Maybe, and then we would have to be like, fucking political liberals. The left is too politically correct, and we're comedians and blah blah blah. So now we're fascists. Now we're Nazis. That's how it works. I don't know where these guys came from, but dude, there's nothing worse than fucking like somebody trying to be this. Who's even failed? I mean, who knows if they believe anything they're fucking saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Did you recently see that thing about, it's like a documentary or like maybe even like a little mini docuseries or something about Paris Hilton? And like this whole time, for most of like her fame, she was playing it up to like she was acting like a dumb ditzy blonde, but she has like college degrees, and like they like there's a whole little thing following her around, and she's like well articulate, and she's not like, oh my god, that's hot and all that shit. Apparently she was just playing it up because people would probably just be bigger assholes to her.
You know who Vincent Gallo is?
No.
Oh, he's the guy that did Buffalo 66. He's an actor. He's like an art film actor.
You know what Buffalo 69 is?
Was it in an episode of the Hodgetwins?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they Buffalo 69. See, what they do is they're mainly his body type. Brendan Schaub. Not a lot of people know this. He, for a very short time, played for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And so what they do is they both get Schaub jerseys, which are actually pretty rare because I think he got cut. I don't even know if he like went on the field. I've just seen pictures of it whenever I was watching a podcast. And I was like, hey, I learned something new about a pretty terrible comic. But these guys love him, obviously. His body type, his comedy. I don't know if
his
Schwab's. Yeah, his vibes. The amount of pussy that they crush.
They're not crushing each other.
Yeah, but you both get your jerseys, your Brendan Schaub jerseys, and you put it over each other's heads, and then like one has to suck the dick, and then the other has to like try and get around to play with the balls. It's really tough. The taller one can usually do it when he's on top. I don't know what made him think of it. The logistics of it don't work.
It reminds me of a hockey fight. That's when you grab the jersey and you yank it over the guy's ass and you fuck him in the butt.
Yeah, it's like that, yeah.
You know what an exorcist is?
The enforcer.
You know what an exorcist is?
No.
That's something I saw on Hodgetwins. I didn't know what the exorcist was. That's when that Hodge twin takes his dick and he twists it 360 degrees, and then he spews fucking jizz into that Hodge twin's face while that Hodge twin yells, "The power of Christ compels you."
You know what the dirty poltergeist is? That was something they do. They put on Fox News, and then they like make the cable connection loose so it like goes in and out, and then they just beat their dicks and like do the impression of the creepy little lady. They're just like, exorcise the demons, and just like trying to jerk off while Tucker Carlson's spewing nonsense. The Skip Bayless of news anchors. All right.
That would be great. Go on Pornhub and you see those stupid clips where they take like Selena Gomez, a picture of Selena Gomez, and like shoot jizz on her face. We should do that to Tucker Carlson.
Did you see that? I'm sure you saw that thing about, like, I think it was Fox News got him out of like slander charges or something by convincing the judge that nobody
takes him seriously.
did
Was
you
that
see
real? I saw
don't
it. I didn't
know if
read
it
the
was
story.
real. Yeah, I didn't. I read the story. I don't know how real it was. I can't remember what the source was.
I think Alex Jones said
I
something
think
like that in a
I think
deposition.
I thought it was funny enough to not even worry about like seeing if it was a left or. I mean, I guess it would definitely be a left-leaning source if it did lean somewhere.
They
but
should get sued for the COVID thing because I'm telling
That
people not
shit's
to wear
hilarious.
masks for like fucking 3 months. I don't know if there's much
dude,
left.
did you see Sisolak pass something today that it's like gatherings of like 50 and like live entertainment and shit like that.
Yeah.
And we might have mics here in a couple weeks.
Are they gonna be outdoors?
I think no, indoors. Like you can be indoors. I believe. I think you have to wear masks, but like we might have mics back here in a couple weeks. I think it starts Thursday at midnight.
I had that one show booked. I'll do that one show if it's still on. But I don't know if that guy's still gonna. It was a 7-minute debate thing. I wrote the whole thing. I workshopped it. It's done. It's ready to go. And then this fucking thing shut down.
Happy Earth moved.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
They're right down the street. They're like literally 2.5 miles away from here.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
they
there's a
still
mic
open?
that's close to me. They're like getting everything set up. They posted about it on Facebook or Instagram. I saw
Just go
something.
tell him to give you 10.
Well, I don't think it's at that point yet. I think they're still getting everything like,
Yeah.
fully situated. Man, we stretched 40 minutes out of 4 minutes.
Oh, did we? Shit.
They didn't just burst through Breonna Taylor's house because they're black. That's a lie. Had nothing to do with it. Yeah, and it has nothing to do with our president. Yeah. Go to officialcalftruth.com and take you out.
Holy